Hello everyone and welcome to a new series of Modded. Of course I've done the series before, but this time we're actually going to complete it. I am here with my friend Tony Builder. We're on a server. You can also join, just message me in Discord. I don't want randoms to join because you can PvP. But yeah, welcome to the series, Tony. He's one of my friends, he quite likes modded, so we're going to finish his mod pack once and for all. Now, the server, when you join, has also provided us with some stuff like full iron armor and some tools and a quest for food. So, what we're going to do is build our base. Now, Tony's base, I have it on a marker. It's very close by actually. But I'm not going to tell where my base is, because I have some plans. And no, it's not gonna involve him, but I just want to keep my base secret. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a mountain base. It's one of the things I always build first. So we'll be right back once I've dug this out. So now that we're back, I have dug out the base, and I've even got us 2 furnaces and a crafting table. Now, there's a very, very important detail with the crafting table. If I'm right, there is Tinker's Construct, and that means you can create a crafting station. And why that is so great, you can keep your things in. But yeah, our very first, something very important is that we get smelting up and start digging, because I heard lava. So if you find it lava, dig a mine shaft, because we're going to need a lot of resources, and without resources we're pretty much screwed. And of course we already found copper, but copper isn't a viable resource for a pickaxe, or just a good resource at all. Unless you get into technology, copper is just not worth getting. But yeah, this is normal mode and not expert mode, so that's very nice. And we found iron, the thing I really, really wanted to find, because this stuff is very, very useful. Appetite. Wait, isn't that stuff like the really good stuff, or isn't it, or is this useless stuff? Yeah, it's a useless stuff. Okay, we're not going to dig that up then. We're also going to need some coal, so if I can get some coal, that would be nice. Also, we seem to have missed the lava, so if we just dig out a little bit more, I'll be right back when we find the lava. And we're back. I've mined a lot of ores, 37 coal, 21 iron and 15 copper. So what we're going to do is, first of all, give me that clay, I'm really hungry. And second of all, we're going to use the coal. What we're also going to need to do is build a chest, because, well, we're going to need to store things. Also, we've got our quest book, which we'll need to follow. It's like a whole new game. So, you're gonna get splinters. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of wood. So, I'll be right back when we've got enough. We got 16 logs exactly. So, let's claim our wood and get another axe. But yeah, our next task is build a stencil table. We're going to need the whole Tinker's set. Probably everything else will unlock under there too. We're going to need get some rubber. So if we are lucky, we have rubber trees nearby. Ooh, yes, I see a rubber tree there. Okay, but first we're going to build that chest, because we are going to need to build that chest. Also, we're going to need a better way of transportation. Need a pickaxe first of all, because we're pretty much out. So let's put this all in here and then sort out our inventory, because you don't want to have a mess in your inventory. You want some building blocks, you want food, maybe some spare food. We're going to need the quest book, reserve tools, our stencil table. We'll need, how are we going to make stencil table? Let's just look it up in NEI. It's blank patterns and oak wood. How do we make patterns? Oh, that's not that hard. We'll just, oh yeah, this is also pretty nice. You can use it just from here. So I'll just get some of those, split it up, 1 2 1 2, and we got our pattern. So what we're going to do is create the stencil table. Nice. It's not done yet. Pattern builder and pattern chest. So we're going to need logs and a chest. Okay, the log, please work with it. Yes, it does. Okay, and a chest. That means we're going to need to grab more wood, make another chest, put another pattern above it. Okay, we've got the chest. Now, what else do we need? We need the tool station. How do we craft the tool station? Tool station. We craft the tool station by a crafting table and a pattern. So, More logs. Great. Okay, so pattern station is now done. And what you'll need to do is create a separate, well, kind of station for this. So what I suggest is just build out an area, just put them in order. So just go here. That means stencil table, part builder, stations. Now these stencils will be very important because first of all we're going to make a pickaxe with this. I am not. Now we can put them in here, so we don't need to fill this up. But what we're going to do is get our flint, if we have enough. I'm going to make a flint pickaxe head and a stone tool binding. Okay, now that that's in there, what we also can do is build a tool rod. So that means instead of using a stick, we're just using a custom resource. And with our stone shard, that's half a cobblestone or a stone worth, because that's all it took a half. So we've got the tool rod. Now we're going to make the pickaxe. Select the tool you want to make, the components, and look, we have a pickaxe. We can modify it. So if you have like sharpness or redstone, we can modify it. But yeah, this is faster. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's a clear difference. And this only uses flint, remember? So I'll get some more resources and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and to reset them is great. Also, I forgot, the quest book is done, so we've got blank patterns. Our next quest is get a ball of moss, so it auto repairs. Or hot stuff, which means we're going to need to make a smeltery. And how do we make seared bricks? It's, well, seared bricks means seared bricks, so that's grout. We're going to need a lot of clay, sand, and gravel. Great. But yeah, I forgot we had this smelting, so that's a lot of stuff. So now put this back in here. Also, where is that lava? I really need to find out where that lava is. Also, I have decided on a building choice, or my base out of marble, but I don't think I can even find any marble nearby. But yeah, let's dig down. Never dig straight down. I've died many times due to that. Okay, we are back. I didn't find the lava, but what I did find is a massive marble cave. So that means once I've got a chisel, which is very easy to make, I can make my base out of marble. And as you can see, marble is going to look pretty amazing. We could make it out of bricks, our base. We could make it out of these marble blocks. We could make it out of a lot of different stuff, but I think I'm going to make it out of these normal marble blocks. But yeah, I'll be right back when I've mined it all, or when I find that lava. Wait, did I find lava? Yes, I finally found it. That's what made the noise. Also, it gives you money for defeating stuff, so we're going to need to make a massive mob grinder. Yeah, I'll BRB, and we'll be right back when the server is reset. And we're back from the server restart. It didn't take very long, but it still took quite long. But yeah, the route to the cave, we're going to block everything off except the original mine entrance. But yeah, I'll explain how to repair tools. You just grab your tool. The resource is made of flint, it says here, so you grab your flint and repair it. What I also can show is the sharpness buff. I don't think so. The squad work with it. No. No quartz does though. 24. 1 is 24. That means you can make it very sharp and do a lot of damage. So if you make a custom sword out of that, that'll do a lot of stuff. Oh, yep. Yep, it's not the biggest variant, but yep, that worked a little bit too well. We're going back to the cave, and let's mine some more resources. Oh, no, we're on fire. We are on fire. I don't want to die yet. Water, 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 water. I think in Infinity Evolved. Oh, never mind. Yeah, because of some mod packs, water doesn't even put it out, or fire doesn't put it out by itself. So you'll need to get in water, or else you're going to be dead. But yeah, let's make the grindstone. Very important that you get this, because you'll just need some quartz, some stone, and a wooden gear, and this pretty much doubles all your ores. And I think most people wouldn't mind doubling all their ores. We're going to need 1 gear, 3 of these, 3 quartz, 1 gear, 2 cobble, and now get our stone. And with this we have created the grindstone. We're also going to need a crank. So for that we're going to need sticks. Just sticks. So we're going to need to make more sticks. We're going to need a lot of sticks later. So we're just going to make a ton of sticks and make a crank. So now I'll teach you how it's supposed to be used. So if I put it here, we'll just need to put in yours. So let's say we want to double the iron. So what you do is just you click here and it gets into there. Now you wait. Okay, and it should be done each second. It normally takes like 5 seconds per thing. And then look, iron dust, and this smelts into one. So I'll be right back when we've got this all grinded up. Okay, and it's done. We've got all our iron dust. Since there are going to be a lot of enemies, what I'm going to do is create a sword. And broadswords are very nice. They have a lot of durability. But yeah, longsword or rapier, they're just a lot of good swords. You could also make a bow, but that's just not something I'm going to do now. Or a dagger, but also I'm not going to use it. Rapier negates armor, so if you have a rapier that does 20 damage, it insta-kills anyone except like with draconic armor. So what we're going to do, although that is nice, that is low damage. And durability also low. This is pretty much the best you can do. So what we're going to need is a wide guard. And we're going to need a sword blade. So that's a sword blade. Now to get more damage out of it, we're going to need to make it out of a very decent material. Can we make a blade out of quartz? We can. Oh yes, it's done. Now it's pretty much very powerful, but if we apply quartz to it, it's going to get very, very sharp. Okay, now it's full sharpness. Now we've got a 15 attack damage sword. But yeah, I think I saw some sheep outside, so I'm going to make a bed because that's really important. Okay, so you just craft the bed like you normally would. That means 3 wood, 3 wool, and you've got a bed. So what we'll need to do is just finish a quest. It's the main we need to do this. Okay, reputation. No, that's what we need. Like a whole new game. Okay, so either we're going to make a slab furnace. Oh. Oh, we're going to need to make a slab furnace, so like normal slabs. Yes, okay. That's weird. I guess, well, it does save materials, and since expert mode won't allow you to do anything else. Okay. Claim reward. Yes. Quest we're going to need to do is what's up, hot up. That means we're going to need to build a smeltery. So we need to make sheared bricks, and to make that, as you saw earlier, we're going to need to make grout, and that's sand, gravel, and clay. So I'll be right back once I've got enough. Okay, now we have probably got enough sand. You go in here, you go in here. We're going to need more clay, so I'll be right back when you can see the sheared bricks are coming up. No time wasted at all. Okay, some more bricks. So more of this, and more of this. Now, the manual clearly states how many we need, so we need 18. We're going to need a controller, a tank, which means we're going to need to smelt a piece of glass. Okay, and what I'm going to make a whole separate room. Back I've dug it out. Now, how you actually need to build it is in a 3x3. And the ground also needs to be seared brick. So what you do is just dig out a hole, place it down, and so now we only need the other components. Okay, the controller, which is 8, if I'm right. Yes, it is. Okay, the controller goes in the middle. I prefer it that way. Then we're going to need a faucet. The faucet is created like this. We're going to need a drain. And if I can grab the other materials, we're going to need a table just for the resources to go in. Now you're going to need a piece of gold before it actually is useful. Or you're going to need brass and aluminum, but I don't think you'll get that. So the last thing we'll need is the seared tank. Grab the glass and craft the tank. Okay, so now that's done. We've got a fully operational smeltery. We don't have any fuel. So what we're going to need to do is go down the cave. And we have got our bucket of lava. So now we do /home. We head back into here and it smelts. So we just need to wait. Okay, so now the iron is done. We can't do anything with it until this is smelt up. And aluminium smelts up very, very fast if I'm right. So now that this is done, it should alloy inside and make aluminum brass. It did make aluminum brass. So we're going to need grab our iron and pour it out. And with this we can also make tools. And that's very important because just a flint pickaxe set won't cut it anymore. Yes, we can make bronze. Okay, bronze tools are something we'll need. So we're going to make bronze. If you don't know what it is, it's, if I believe, 2 copper and 1 tin. 3 copper and 1 tin. Oh, so I was right. Okay, nice. Now lava depletes very fast. That's a big no-no. So what we can do is claim reward and you get these lava cans. Now we can fill it up. And this last one we'll just use for that. So the next thing we can do is cans. How do we make these? Can. Okay, we make these by tin. And yeah, that's way better than a bucket. Bronze tool, why not? Why not? Okay, now we put these back here. The tool station still can be used for metal tools. You won't need the special one, I think. No, you won't. And now it's mining level for redstone and mining speed 8. This one is mining speed 5.72, which means this one is almost double as fast. Just look. I mean, it's noticeable. It's just not home. We've got our ores. Well, we're going to need to start to sort our stuff out. But first, we're going to need to complete the quest book further. So, Gearcast, do we have that? We do. Okay, nice. Okay. Just a hobby. A hobby is steam engine, survivalist generator, or lasers, which are pretty much impossible to make. So, what we're going to do is create infinite cosmic power. Which means we're going to need to create a survivalist generator. Our whole mine is underwater. Our whole mine is underwater, so that's not going to help. Okay, what we're going to need to do is, first of all, I want to remove the water, but that's almost impossible. Also, I thought I did that. But yeah, we're going to need to make a chest storage area. Just, it still fits, so I'm going to save up the Paradors, because we're going to need it. Okay, do we have more iron? So now I'll make that balamas. And I think we've completed another quest. Yes, we did. Okay, nice. Now I'll teach you how to do it. It's simply just go to the modifier station and grab balamas and apply. So now it auto repairs it at a slow but noticeable rate. So BRB, once I've got this filled up. Oh, and we're back. I just had to go eat for a second. But I do have something which will be very useful. So now we should already be able to make this. Yes, now. Done. Claim reward. Okay, this is our first way to create power. Normally it's a lot harder to make, but we're in normal mode, so that's not a problem to put you up here. So now it will automatically pour anything into it that we need. So now we wait. It should automatically produce pretty much any ingot we want. Okay, we're going to need to create... Oh, we're going to need a lot of tin. Wait, only 4. Only 4. Okay, that's more than enough. These harden really fast, actually. Okay, let's create these. Now, around each of them, we'll need 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, those are those. Now, okay, glass. And done. It's going to need a lot of water. 20 RF per tick, and this produces like 10. So, also... Oh no, that's ambient. Okay. Claim reward, so we've got some more lava. Okay, the next thing we're going to need to do is create coke bricks. And for that we're going to need... Okay, we need 27, that's 14. 14 times... Okay. 14 times 8 is... If I'm right, sorry it's taking a little bit long, is 120 12. That's a lot. We're going to need a way to keep power. So those are all doable. We're going to need electrum. That's gold and silver. So is there silver here? I need to be careful with what I'm going to be alloying, but I don't think we have any special alloys in there yet. Okay, no, we don't. Here's my lead. Now let's create the energy cell. Yes, done. Okay, now we're going to need those 3 copper ingots. So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, 3. Now that this is done, we are going to put it somewhere here. Need more coal in the area where we are. It already burned through 1, didn't it? Okay, the heater's rising. It's producing a 0 RF. I mean, water isn't really the problem, but yeah, okay. Is there Ender IO? Of course there's Ender IO. There's no way in heaven there's not Ender IO in here. Oh, it's working. Yep, okay, it's on. Nice. Okay, we're going to need to create energy conduits, which are very easy to make. It is in an alloy smelter. So we're going to need to create an alloy smelter. Can a hobbyist engine explode? That's what I need to know, because if it explodes, I mean, it wouldn't really matter, except that we would do some progress. Okay, so we're going to need 3 of those special iron ingots. So that is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Should alloy. Okay, we're going to do the side. This is the front. So this should work now. Yes, okay, it's creating what we need. That is done. We're going to create conduit bindings. That means energy conduit that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means we can just leave this empty and that it still works. Oh, just a quick thing. Oh, never mind. These have normal witches. Ow, ow. They didn't have these normal witches back then. Ow. Oh god. Well, I did find something nice. If you look in here, we found some safari nets and stuff. Witch's hand. I know you can use these for very useful stuff. Cauldron. Oh. Ow. Ow! Go away! Don't be mean! Not very nice of you. Ow. Go away. Yeah, there she is. Wait, don't you need a hand? I thought you needed a hand to be able to communicate with her. Okay, I know what this is used for though. And we're back. I have created the nether portal building, although it isn't done yet. There's going to be see-through glass, or well, molten glass. The special Tinker's Construct glass, at least, is going to be there. And yeah, we have the nether portal building. It's going to get a little bigger later, but for now this is fine. So okay, we're back. We have created the other portal one. We've created the mining world portal, and that means but yeah, that means we actually now can do some stuff. I think those are the only 2 we need portals, but yeah, let's see. Let's go into... Oh yeah, you need to shift before you can enter. And we're back, it's building! I have finished the quarry, although I need to install the upgrades. Yeah, sorry, I muted my mic by accident. I am very dumb. But here am I digging up my last 16 pieces of sand to make 4 pieces of sandstone, which I will need for the coke oven. Now, as you can see, I am a little bit slower than I had to, but I took like 1 hour working on the quarry, then 1 hour helping Tony and just doing a lot of stuff. Now here I am claiming the quest because it's really important. But I forgot I needed the hammer. So I'm going to grab the hammer, and if I can find the item right here, which is in the bottom left. Yes, I'm blind. Okay, now I find it. Now it needs 1 string, 2 metal ingots, and 2 sticks. Sorry, 2 sticks. So I grab the materials. I have to put away some as well because my inventory is always way too full. But yeah, here I go and craft the item. And obviously I'm going to need a space for it. So I claim the quest. I'm going to need coal coke. So that means we're going to need to find a place for it. But it's like, maybe behind the smeltery. But oh no, I forgot there was a cave, or well, a lake full of water, and the mine is full of water. So I'll be right back once I've mined this out. And now I'm back. I have dug out the area and placed down the coke oven. What you do, you make a 3 by 3 by 3 structure and then hammer it to death with your immersive hammer. Or with the special hammer I made. Of course, there's a steam engine, and I'm going to steal the coal from the hobbyist engine. Now I am going to need to create coal coke, and it takes about 90 seconds, so I'll be right back once it's done. Now after the 90 seconds we finally got our coal coke. And now we've discovered something. The coal coke brick has 10 times as much burn time but only uses 9 times as many resources. Which means it'll be way better. Also, we've unlocked a random new tech tree. We've unlocked the energy storage and the energy coil. So pretty much in expert mode we're already way farther than we're supposed to be. But yeah, now we're going to work on that tomorrow, so I hope you liked the episode. I am very sorry for the stuff that happened with the audio at the end. This took me in total 10 hours, and not counting uploading and editing the description and such and rendering. Just it's 2 a.m. in midnight. I'm still working on it. Thanks for watching.